Hey everybody, it's JMan105 back with another First Impressions CCG video. This time I am focusing on Warhammer 40,000. Now most of you know Warhammer 40,000 as a game of miniatures on large tabletop maps that is horribly expensive to get into, to customize and get landforms and vehicles and paint your little figurines. The CCG is much more affordable. And like I mentioned in the previous episode that dealt with Pokemon, my Warhammer 40,000 CCG adventure started off as promo cards I got back with Scry magazine many years ago. A little while back I picked up a couple lots of 18 cards which contained some rare foils off eBay for cheap, but I wasn't content to leave it like that. For many years I didn't do anything with the promo cards, and I kept them primarily because the card backs are cool. They're very visually appealing to me. So in the last month, I went to category1games.com and got a pre-made starter deck of Invasion Verticon. Now, those of you that know me know I do not like pre-made starter decks in any CCG. I like to construct my own, get enough of a card pool to fiddle around with it and tinker. But in order to learn this game and try to figure it out, I wanted to get something that had everything in one box. This contained a 66 card starter deck, the extremely thick rulebook that I'm still reading through, and your location cards. Now, this was one of the things that jumped out at me, and you'd think, being someone that collects and occasionally plays the Transformers TCG, I would be used to this size of card. But when I first opened this box, I was a little worried. I'm like, oh no, are all the cards going to be that big? Alas, they were only the location cards and your general guide card, which also shows you 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're wondering what that means, Warhammer 40k CCG is played over only 4 turns. Yes, you heard me right, 4 turns. In those 4 turns, to win a game, you must successfully take over 3 locations through combat within those 4 turns. And you're probably thinking 4 turns is not a lot. And after going through the rule book partially, because I'm trying to read it when I have time, not always home, there's a lot to do in every turn. This goes to drawing, discarding, assembling forces, scouting out locations, battling your opponent, defending, moving things. You also have these dice on the bottom of the cards, and you're probably wondering what those are. Unlike other CCGs where you have to roll a die, or they encourage you to roll a die or to do something with counters, the cards count as dice rolls during your turns because they have the dice on the bottom of the card. There's a lot to take in on this game. Each of those symbols means something. Each of those symbols means something that all go with your units, the type of deck you're using, the faction you're using, your attack defend. There is a lot to contend with in this game. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've even been watching some other videos on YouTube to help me watch gameplay and figure out how it works. It's a very detailed, involved game, and my first impression of it is the following. For any fan of battling it out or combat, or even people that have played the miniature game of 40k, you'll probably enjoy it, but there's a lot to take in this game. And the fact that you only have 4 turns to do all this, wow, it's just, it makes my head spin, and I've been reading this on and off for a few weeks trying to figure it out. So I'm not going to give it a free pass like I did with Pokemon, but it is an interesting game. It's very involved, and you're going to get frustrated. I'm frustrated just from reading this and trying to go through aspects of gameplay myself at home. So yeah, there's a lot to take in this game. All in all, the card art is pretty cool. You get to see different things with units and technology and characters. Get guys blasting away like crazy. So the card art's pretty cool. Cards do different things, obviously. There are some cards that are as simple as a counterattack. There are others where you can gain counterattack, but you can only use it while it's blocking. Characters do different things. There's a lot to take in. So I would honestly advise people not only to get a starter box that has everything, including the rule book. Go on YouTube, find someone else you know that plays this that can help you explain it. There's a lot going on in this game. Anyways, that's all for this Impressions video. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't already joined the Dragon's Reach on Discord, please do so.